Hello, hello, hello. This is Janet Kellum, and I am here with your Horse Wisdom Love reading for today is September 25th. This is for you if you are a Scorpio, Sun, or Rising, like me. So yeah, like I mentioned last week, if you saw those videos, I'm using this deck. It's called the Way of the Horse deck, and it's really unique in that it's a divination deck. It's an oracle deck, but it is not like anything you've probably ever heard of before. So it uses the horse wisdom as a way of giving you guidance for all areas of your life. But I really like to use it for guidance in terms of love and relationships. So I'm excited to see what the horses have to say for you this week, Scorpios. For me this week as a Scorpio rising. So let's see what they have to say. Okay. This is a number 23, which is, man, when this one comes up, I just always get the feeling that the horses are really wanting us to tune into our own inner guidance, even as we are part of a herd, right? So you can see in this image that this horse is part of this herd, but is taking a moment, this one right here, is taking a moment to kind of step aside from the herd and to receive that light, that wisdom from source, spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it. You can see that there's this horse up here in the clouds and this light kind of shining down. So I feel like whenever this comes up, it's about being able to balance your own individual needs as with the needs of the group. And what comes up for me in the context of relationships is how can you balance your own individual needs, what you need as a human being, as an individual, with the needs of your partner or with the needs of someone that you are dating. So it's about consensual leadership. It's about who is taking the lead as you move forward in your relationship. It's about sort of tuning into the dynamics, to that energetic dance within a relationship, and really listening to and heeding that desire for balance and for open communication, particularly when there's any sort of conflict, if there's butting heads, if there's arguments that are happening, that you can allow for the person in the couple who feels the most balanced in that moment to kind of take the lead as far as how that communication goes down. So if you both are in a situation where you're just kind of like locking horns, or bumping heads about something in your relationship, then could you take a moment to pause, to step aside from the situation instead of just like continuing to run with whatever is going on. So take a moment to pause and just kind of feel through, okay, what would be the most balanced way of moving forward? Or who can be the most balanced in this situation? Is it me? And if so, how can you authentically, strongly, firmly, confidently step into that role as kind of the facilitator of communication that's needing to happen? Or if it's the other person, can you, and believe me when I tell you, Scorpios, I totally get that this can be a difficult thing to do, to kind of let go in that way and allow yourself to sort of be vulnerable to someone else guiding that process. But if you really feel like your partner can be the one to take the reins, so to speak, in terms of moving through a particular disagreement or conflict, then letting them do that, particularly for this next week, would be really beneficial for you. So yeah, but I think like I started by saying, the most important thing in this wisdom, in the herd wisdom from the horses, is about taking a time out, just sort of being like, whoa, time out. This is a lot. I need to just pause and listen for my own inner guidance, or guidance from, a higher source, so that I can make the best possible decision, so that I can say the best possible thing, so that I can feel the way that I need to feel in order to have a mutually beneficial, a mutually kind of successful outcome, instead of just kind of like running away from it like some horses and people want to do, or instead of just kind of like digging your heels in and making whatever the conflict is feel even worse than it already was. So that is your horse wisdom for this week, Scorpios, Scorpio suns and Scorpio risings. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you lots and lots of love as we go through this next week, and I hope to see you next week for your horse wisdom love reading. Thank you. Bye.